Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks hate mail.
Hello and welcome to Freddie reads Stevie Riks Hate Mail with myself, Freddie Mercury. Right, well, there's no time like the present, so let's get right on with the first hate comment. And the first one comes from Marty Matrinez, who says,
"Wow, 50 voices, countless shitty characters, and one whole lifetime of dragging the body of a fucking loser around. You must feel really accomplished, fucking scumbag."
"Nurse, Marty's out of bed again." Marty, why don't you slip into something more comfortable, like a coma? Joshua Anderson was getting very hot under the collar.
"This is so retarded. I tuned in because I thought it was going to be real comedy. Awful. Just awful. Explains why there are only 42k subscribers. Don't quit your day jobs."
Yes, and the last time I seen something like you, Joshua, I flushed it away. You've got a face like a used tea bag. I hope you step on a Lego. I really do. I hope he steps on a Lego. Roger, I really do. Now this next troll hasn't got a name, so we'll just call him Tosspot. And he says,
"Man, I enjoyed your work a lot. Now I find you're a liberal cocksucker with extra cock. Fuck your Trump-hating ass."
"Extra cock? Well, it's better than having no cock at all, isn't it, Tosspot?" I think your gene pool could do with a little chlorine, couldn't it? Next! Savannah May is not happy at all.
"You are horrible. Freddie was perfect, and his teeth are nothing to joke about, you twit. And it doesn't sound like that you do."
Yes, is that your face, Susanna, or has your neck just vomited? Elizabeth Seabolt wasn't happy.
"You are full of shit. If you think for 1 minute you can fool a true fan of Elvis Presley or John Lennon, shame on you for even trying to imitate one of these legends. I personally am not amused."
Yes, and I hope the worst day of your past, Elizabeth, is the best day of your future. Next! Too Lazy to Think 33 wrote,
"Gay af. What the fuck is this shit? It's creepy. I am the walrus. What, cunt? With he on LSD or some shit?"
"Gay? Gay? I'll let you know that Stevie's as straight as the pole your mother dances on." Mark Monk wasn't acting like a monk.
"Awful. Don't sing another note of Mika or Freddie or anyone else. Surrender, Dorothy."
Is your arse jealous of the crap that comes out of your mouth, Mark? Brian Cabana had more than a few words to say.
"Get a life and move on. I don't get the loving with other comments. This is shite."
Yes, well, two wrongs don't make a right, do they, Brian? Take your parents, for instance. M.E. wrote,
"Heap of shite. Always taking the piss out of stars. Total moron."
Yes, you look like something I draw with my left hand. You really are proof that Snow White and Dopey had sex, aren't you? Next! Friendly Ninja 4 really wasn't that friendly at all.
"Fuck you."
I wish I was a dog and you were a flower. I'd lift up my leg and give you a shower. James Lopez is getting irate.
LOL. JJJJJKJJJKJJJJJJJJJJJ. The funniest, goofiest, worst impressions. Quit entertaining.
Excuse me, what language are you using? It sounds like bullshit. Hoop and Hanger was straight to the point.
Wanker.
Yes, if only your father was. Richie Contra was in a foul mood.
WTH. Too much time on your hands.
The thing is, Richie, if you don't like Stevie, but you still watch everything he does, well, that means you're a fan, doesn't it, really? Next! James Field was in a bad temper.
"Stupid, insulting two legends."
Yes, I'd like to give you a high five in the face with a chair. Next! And Sausage Gaming said,
"George is my great-great-uncle. If this is meant to be cruel, then screw you.
You see, Sausage, that's why you should never hold in a fart. You see, because if you do, they travel up your spine, into your brain, and that's where all your crappy comments come from. Next, Peter Johnson was annoyed.
You ungrateful son of a bitch, to make sport of Gilbert like this. SMH, you should be proud of yourself.
Yes, I think you're on the wrong floor, aren't you, Peter? You're not on Stevie's level at all. Next, Tiny Hen was short and to the point.
Swat!
Inbred. Next, 200% Niger said,
This shit is not funny.
yes, and neither is your life. Next, Angel Dellen Ives wrote,
Bullshit! That's not John Lennon! You fucking bullshitters! Go fuck your lying selves!
well, that's not very angelic, is it, Angel? I know you can grow hair around it, but there's no need to shout like one. Angel Andico was just as annoyed.
I can't stand all of these guys' video. It's making fun of something holy in music. It's not even funny.
Yes, well, that's 'cause you need a sense of humour to watch them, Angel, which clearly you haven't. And why have you got your sunglasses on indoors, knobhead? Next, Matthew Ridgway. Well, he was just as annoyed.
Absolute shite!
You mean your life, Andrew? Yes, it is, isn't it? Very shite. Next, RJM Prod wrote,
Hey Riks, I was a fan of yours until you got political. Now I'm out. Go fuck yourself. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that politics has no place in music or any of the arts. Again, get fucked.
oh dear, mouth like a sewer. Do you see that dog turd on the pavement outside? That's you, that is. Mandy Rose Morgan wasn't very ladylike.
Cool. I actually quite like that, but I think he is a bit hit and miss, don't you? I think his Freddie is awful, as was his Barry Gibb, and his Elvis is appalling, but I did like his Cliff and his Ozzy.
Very nice. Thank you, Mandy. Who did your makeup? Picasso? Susan Clark had a very foul mouth.
I've been a Kinks fan for 55 years, seen the Kinks 8 times, and Ray alone 15 times. To be honest, I thought that was fucking terrible.
Yes, and if there's one thing that Snapchat has taught me, it's that you look better as a farm animal. Next, Paul wrote,
This guy is crap. Half of the voices sound sod all like the stars.
yes, and you look like you've had a ferret up your backside, Paul. It's chased all the hairs out of your head. Next, Shane Treaky was hot to trot.
You have to be stupid to believe that these are the voices of John and Paul. Just a pair of cheap imitators taking the piss.
Doctor, my brain hurts. Jim McCracken, Phil's brother, had a few chosen words.
Steve, how long have you been doing this? Don't you think it's time you gave it a rest? You're really not that good. I'm just offering constructive feedback.
Oh, little Jim. Poor little Jim McCracken. Can I have some sad music, please, Roger? Poor little Jim. He's 53 years of age and he still lives at home with his mummy and daddy. Well, he thinks they're his mummy and daddy. I think they could be his brother and sister. But who am I to cast aspersions? Every morning he gets up and he looks in the mirror. And sure enough, staring back at him is the same old lowlife, little Jim McCracken. He can't get a girlfriend to save his life. His last girlfriend went down on him when he gave her a love bite. And these days, the only sexual activity he gets is with Pam, the palm of his hand. Little sad lowlife Jim McCracken. His birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory. Little sad Jim McCracken. That's enough about him. Next, Donald from America Didn't beat about the bush.
I really like that brick guy Stevie Riks impression of me. Not fake. Maybe he needs more orange makeup and a better comb-over wig. Mine is so better. I use a rake to comb mine. But I think he's doing a tremendous job. Don't you think he's doing a tremendous job? Not sad.
No, it can't be. Can it? Well, that's all from me, Freddie Mercury, for this episode. And so until next time, don't have nightmares. And to all you haters out there, remember, roses are red, violets are blue. Eyeball these fingers, the middle one's for you. And don't forget, for every hate comment that Stevie receives, he also receives 100 comments telling him how wonderful he is, and that's all that matters. So until next time, bye-bye from me, Freddie. Hope you enjoyed the show. Bye-bye.
Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks, hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks, hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks, hate mail. Freddie Riks, Stevie Riks, hate mail.